Good evening. Welcome, everyone. Thank you very much for joining Flying 180 Motorsports. Today is Friday, August 30th, and this is the race weekend schedule for Saturday, August 31st, and Sunday, September 1st. So, thank you for joining. This is going to be a pretty big schedule. So, everything is back in action. Formula One boys are back from vacay, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty solid schedule. Once again, we're on Periscope Live, so any questions, comments, feel free to jump in on Periscope. For some reason, every now and then with Periscope, the comments show up, they don't show up. It's kind of strange why sometimes I can view them and sometimes I cannot. So even if you don't have a question, just say hi from whatever part of the world you are. And that's it. I'll say hi back. All right. So we're going to start off August 31st, Saturday. And we are looking at a return of a lot of things. But we're going to start off with the 24-hour series, the 24-hour of Barcelona for the GT and TCE class. And that's going to be at the circuit of Catalonia. So great track, great series, solid way to start off the weekend. We're going to follow that up on Saturday with Blancpain GT WC America Round 5 at Watkins Glen. Race 1, that's a 90-minute race. Are you kidding me? Blancpain, Watkins Glen? Sign me up. Get the popcorn. Awesome. Blancpain, another Blancpain GT WC Europe Round 4, Nürburgring, Race 1, 60-minute race. Dude, what a way to start the weekend. I love it. This is going to be already shaping up to be an amazing weekend. So, continuing on Saturday, Formula 2, Round 9 at the Spa. Of course, since Formula 1, all the support series, everyone's going to be at Spa this weekend. That is the place to be for all your Formula racing. So, Formula 3, Round 6, Spa. For anyone who lives near Spa who has a ticket to the track for the weekend, you are one lucky person. Awesome. GT4 America, Sprint, Round 6, Watkins Glen, Race 1. Awesome. Then we get into, and that's a 50-minute race. That's a timed race. Then we get into GT4 America, Sprint X, Round 6, East, Round 4, Watkins Glen, Race 1. That's a 60-minute race. That's a mouthful. A lot going on there. All right. Follow that up with Indy Lights, Round 15, Portland, Race 1. European Le Mans Series, Round 4, the 4 hours of Silverstone, of course, at Silverstone. So that's going to be really cool to watch also. We'll get into what some of the streaming services have to offer. As everyone is well aware of, I'm currently subscribed to Motor Trend On Demand and Motorsport.tv. So we'll get into what the live streaming schedule is for both of those services in a few minutes. We're going to continue on Saturday with NASCAR Xfinity, Round 24, the Sport Clips Haircuts VFW 200 at Darlington. Another mouthful. But that's going to be great. Darlington, I mean, awesome. It's always great to see something going on there. And then Saturday, the official return of F1. We have the third practice session. Of course, the first two have already taken place of the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa. And then later in the day on Saturday, just a couple hours after the third practice session, we get into the qualifying session for the Spa F1 race. Awesome. That wraps up the Saturday. And then we're going to move right into the Sunday schedule. And we're going to get into continuation of a lot of things that have already started on Saturday. So Sunday, we're going to see the 24-hour series at Barcelona at the Catalonia circuit. That's the GT and TCE classes. And that's going to be a continuation of that race. Then we get into Blancpain GT WC America Round 5, Watkins Glen, Race 2. That's a 90-minute race. Awesome. Blancpain GT WC Europe Round 4, Nürburgring, Race 2, 60-minute race. Formula 2, Round 9, Sprint at Spa. And then we get into Formula 3, Round 6, Sprint at Spa. All right, so everything is covered on both days, Saturday and Sunday, for all the Blancpains, all the formulas, Formula 2, Formula 2, Formula 3. GT4 America, Sprint Round 6, Watkins Glen, Race 2, 50-minute race. Okay, and then we get into GT4 America, Sprint X, Round 6, East, Round 4, Watkins Glen, Race 2, 60-minute race. And then we get into GT4 Europe, Round 6 at Nürburgring, 2 60-minute races. And that's both happening on Sunday at the Nürburgring. Indy Lights, Round 16, Portland, Race 2, happening on Sunday also. Then we get into IndyCar. Awesome. IndyCar, Round 16, Portland, of course. That's what Indy Lights are. That's what IndyCar is going to be. So Portland International Raceway, Round 16 of IndyCar on Sunday. FIA, World Endurance Challenge, Round 1. The 4 hours of Silverstone. Whew, guys, awesome racing. This is gonna be an intense weekend. And then to cap it off, we get into the Monster NASCAR Cup. The Xfinity guys on Saturday, Monster on Sunday. Monster NASCAR Cup round 25. The Bojangles Southern 500 at Darlington. Awesome. FIAW World Rallycross round 8 at the Bretagne, I think it's Bretagne, I apologize, World Rallycross of France at the Circuit de Lohac. I'm going to kill that. I'm sorry. So the World Rallycross in France. That's on Sunday, and then of course we get into the Belgian Grand Prix Formula One on Sunday also. Awesome. I'm in. This is going to be great. I love all the road racing. Some good NASCAR sprinkled in. What am I going to be watching? This one's a toss up, folks. I think Saturday. The Blancpain at Watkins Glen really catches my eye. If I can catch some of that European Le Mans series at Silverstone on Saturday, I'll grab that. Sunday, obviously Formula One. The FIA World Rallycross is always fun. The continuation of the Blancpain at Watkins Glen again. IndyCar, Portland, that's awesome. And then, of course, everything else that I'm not watching live, I will have either DVR'd or will be made available on the streaming services. Speaking of which, let's go over that right now. So let's see what we have going on MotorTrendOnDemand.com. So let's see what we're looking at with their schedule. And it looks like on Saturday they're covering Blancpain at Nürburgring. That's on Saturday. They're covering GT4 European Series at the Nürburgring. They're covering the 24 hours at Barcelona on Motor Trend. We get into European Le Mans Series at Silverstone, covered by Motor Trend this Saturday. Unbelievable. FIA World Endurance Championship. Awesome. That's being covered on Motor Trend on Saturday. Then we get back to the Blancpain GT World Championship Race 1. So they're doing the qualifying and the race. And then some in-car coverage is scheduled for Blancpain GT of Race 1 at Nürburgring. Awesome. And then European Le Mans Series, they go back and cover more of that on Saturday. Then we get into Lamborghini Super Trofeo, Race 1, Nürburgring. Unbelievable. Saturday, they're going to continue with GT4 European Series, Race 1 at Nürburgring. And then it looks like upcoming, which may be going live also at the time on Sunday, Lamborghini Super Trofeo Race 2, GT4 European Series at Nürburgring Race 2, FIA World Endurance Championship for what was that? The 4 hours of I apologize. 4 hours of Silverstone. FIA World Endurance Championship 4 hours of Silverstone on Sunday. Also being covered on Motor Trend. Incredible. And then Blancpain GT World Challenge Race 2 Nürburgring and then wrapping up with in-car coverage of the Blancpain GT World Challenge Race 2 at Nürburgring. All of that is being covered on MotorTrendOnDemand.com. Listen, I don't have any relatives that work for Motor Trend. I don't have any friends that work at Motor Trend. Motor Trend has no affiliation with Flying 180 Motorsports. If you're a car enthusiast, a racing enthusiast, if you like motorsports, if you have the slightest inkling of watching motorsports on the weekends, you have to check out Motor Trend. It's insane. It's insane how much coverage you get every single weekend. So I think they used to have trial periods where you can pay, like you get a free trial period and then you pay after that. Definitely look into it. Once again, MotorTrendOnDemand.com. Definitely check it out. So let's get back to talk about here. Also, if you like the videos here, and I'm not one that usually would ask, but please follow, subscribe. This video, of course, will be posted on YouTube within a few minutes. As always, you can always find an archive of all the current news, any special event broadcasts, and the entire Flying 180 interview series is all found on the official YouTube channel, Flying 180 Motorsports YouTube channel. So please follow, subscribe. I appreciate the support. One more streaming service I definitely want to get to, which is motorsport.tv. So let's take a quick look over there, and then we'll move on. So Friday today, the TCR Australia live racing at the Winton Motor Raceway. That's qualifying. Tomorrow, TCR Australia live racing the Winton Motor Raceway Race 1. Then we get into the Formula Regional European Championship at Imola, Race 1. Then they're going to continue with the ADAC Sim Racing Expo, Sim Racing on Saturday. Very cool. That looks like it's going to take up a lot of coverage time on Saturday. Then we get into the Formula Regional European Championship at Imola, Race 2. Then we go back to TCR Australia live racing at the Winton Motor Raceway Races 2 and 3. Wow, Motorsport.tv picking it up this weekend. This is great. Going into Sunday, September 1st, Formula Regional European Championship at Imola, Race 3. Italian Formula 4 Championship live racing at Imola, Race 4. And then that looks like that's going to wrap it up for Motorsport.tv for Saturday and Sunday. So, wow. Very nice stuff going on there. I'm pretty excited for this weekend. That all looks amazing. I mean, that's just a real healthy schedule. So, if also going on this weekend, that's not an official part of the race series, but we have the 37th annual running of the historic festival at Lime Rock Park. If some of you didn't catch that interview I did with the chairman of the event yesterday, Murray Smith, please check that out. That's once again on the Flying 180 Motorsports YouTube channel. Murray goes into what kind of cars to expect at this at the festival this year. I know the centerpiece is going to be classic Italian race cars, so definitely check in on that. You could also go to the Lime Rock Park official website and follow their tweets, follow my tweets, because I will be attending the event and broadcasting live when I can, and also just recording and gathering as much content as possible that I will share with you early next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, as I get the chance to put it together and get it out to everybody. But very special event. Once again, 37 years. Every year, it's just amazing collection of cars. The concourse alone on Sunday of this weekend is going to have over 800 cars in the concourse. 800, so over 800. Amazing. So, and the quality of the cars is just mind blowing. So check it out. All right, I think that's a wrap. I think I pretty much covered everything going on. Any questions? Once again, feel free to always get me on Twitter at Flying180. But always a pleasure to bring the schedule to you on Friday evenings. Hope everyone has a great weekend, and I'll see everyone again really soon. Take care.